Welcome back to my channel. This is Stephanie of Stephanie Brianna. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We're friends now. You call me Steph. And today we are having girl chats with my bestie. For me, she's Desi. But for those out there, you might know her as Desiitee, okay? For the rap hippies, this girl is she's just creating her own, like this girl is a whole mogul, like she don't even know. Oh my God, like girl. Anyway, so we're just coming to you with the video, just literally this is just how we have our fun and our time, and we just wanted to invite y'all in, okay?
Yes.
Just invite y'all in, have a seat at the table, okay? With us.
Right here.
Right here. With the tea. Anyways, I will have her Instagram and everything linked down below. Y'all have to go ahead and check her out. She has so much stuff that she has going on. I don't know, you want to go ahead and like to let the people know what you got going on.
So she said it right, you know, it's Desiitee. I'm just playing. Okay, so I am Desiitee, also known as Desiree, also known as Des, also known as her best friend, also known as her bag. And, you know, she's my line sister too. She wanna, you know, not say nothing about that.
Yeah, no, I ain't even ready. Because you know, I don't be trying to like
understand, but you know, people need to know it's a stronger connection.
It is.
But yeah, so I do a lot of things in the media world, digital world, mainly around music, the creative side. That is me, the rap hippies. We do interviews, you know, post-COVID and things like that. We were covering concerts, festivals, writing. I write for a radio station and for my own platform. I also do PR, a lot of stuff.
Resume.
A lot of stuff. But I'm humble.
Okay.
So for her to say mogul just blows my mind, but thank you so much, sis.
No, I'm just saying, like, and then regardless, like, I just know my friends are doing things. They're out here doing such great things. Like, I gotta hype them up. Like, if it's not going to be me, like, who else?
That's what we have to do.
Anyways, how y'all doing? How are y'all doing? Like, oh my gosh, there's so much stuff going on right now. I just feel like, first of all, it is just,
What's on your mind, sis?
it's just like, I don't know, like some days I'm like, do I want to go on Instagram today? Because there is so much going on, but then there's so much good in the world happening too. It's like,
you know how I feel about that. I was literally just telling her, I'm about to take my Instagram off my phone because it is a distraction.
it is like, I mean, I just find myself like, okay, I gotta breathe. I can't do this right now.
Yo, I literally throw my phone. Like when I go to my desk at home, because work from home, Shawty's here. I literally throw my phone across onto the couch so I don't see it, don't think about it. Or sometimes I let my phone die.
She lets her phone die and it bothers my spirit. It bothers my spirit. It's like, okay, let it, you can go ahead, keep it charged, and then put it on Do Not Disturb, because I know I'm one of your favorite contacts.
That's true.
And as she is for me, so that way I know, okay, if I need to, I can get to her. I mean,
she has a key to my apartment,
right.
so if anything, she can just bust open the door. But sometimes I just don't want to be bothered. And it's nothing towards anybody. It's just how I personally feel sometimes. And I love Steph for always respecting that and understanding. And I know that it's
oh my gosh, I know y'all, like for real, like at first it was like really like, it was really grinding my gears, but I was like, you know what? I have to understand that this is a part of her process, so therefore I have to respect that, and being her friend, being her sister, I need to be able to acknowledge that this is a part of it, so I have to be okay. But does it sometimes still bother me? Yeah, But I understand, and it doesn't bother me as much as it did initially when I used to be like, why is your phone?
But you know what? And this could be a good talk in going into creating boundaries sometimes, because as a creative, as you know, our field of things of creating YouTube videos, working, and just doing all of these things that's always getting your mind going. Sometimes I just need to turn
off
the phone. Turn it off. And I have to create those boundaries for myself, for my mental state.
Right.
So it's nothing towards anybody. It is just for me.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
But she has helped me understand that I need to create boundaries because I was lacking. I was lacking those boundaries, so I had to realize, okay, Steph, like, you need to take a page out of Desi's book and go ahead and create some boundaries for yourself and turn off your phone or put it on do not disturb, because I'll sit there and I will literally still be receiving calls, doing all that stuff. Oh, meanwhile, I'm burnt out. I
have to tell her to rest. Turn it off. Get off the phone. Don't dance. Don't do nothing. Just sit there and just please watch SpongeBob.
Yes.
I just want you to do that sometimes.
I know. And this is why I made my self-care video, because y'all, like, I was sick for like a whole entire month. It didn't make no sense.
Don't even get me started.
It didn't make any sense.
Because baby girl was sick, and then I get on Instagram. And there's nothing bad. I mean, anything bad, it can, you know, when you're sick is bad. But she just had a sinus infection, and she really just needed to rest. And she was out at a photo shoot with a mask on. You know, still being safe and cautious for everybody else, but
not being kind to me. So that's where, you know, she like, it was so funny because there were so many people that literally messaged me outside just like my friend group and like my cousin, everybody like, ain't you sick? Like, ain't you sick? Like, girl, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? And it's like, I know, guys, but I just am taking these photos. I'm gonna be right back home in the bed.
But you know, it's as we get older, I think is when we start to realize that we do have to create these boundaries.
Yes.
Like, as when we were young and in college, we were just go, didn't care. We could be up till 4 o'clock in the morning and take a class.
Right.
At 8 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? It'd be nothing and then do it all over again. But as we get older and as you start to get all of these things on your plate, you have to start creating these boundaries. And for me, I am a person who's like, okay, so if I have children one day, I just need to know how to maneuver with myself so that I don't burn myself out.
And that's such a good point. Oh my gosh, that's such a good point. Because it's like, thinking about it, like, if you don't know how to balance yourself with just you, like, how are you going to balance other people?
Right.
So it's like understanding that and recognizing that. And she's still on me about this because it's like, you know, it's not going to be perfect. I'm working on it, but I'm better. I'm better than I was before because I'm like, ooh. I'm better than I was before, but like it really was a challenge for me just because, like, I don't know, I mean, I was one of those, like, I still am sometimes, I still feel guilty sometimes if, like, I don't respond or I don't, like, answer the phone call, or if I don't show up. I don't want anybody feeling like I neglected them or whatever, and I'm always, like, thinking, like, about how the other person feels. But I need to think about putting myself as a priority first, so that way I can show up to those important things. And it's like not always making it seem like that person's gonna be upset with me over that. And then also like recognizing, just like how I had to accept Desi's boundaries, and being a friend, a true friend, you will accept those boundaries. I feel like I need to recognize and open that space for myself. So that way I have an understanding that if they are truly my friend, they will understand that those are my boundaries. So yeah.
But you can't fill with an empty cup.
Right.
So that means that you have to just continue to pour into yourself before you're able to pour into others. So sometimes we do need those mental breaks for ourselves. I'm a big advocate of, I'm taking a bath tonight, baby. I'm lighting my candles. Yes. I got my incense. I'm about to sage it up. I'm gonna do all of that because I want to be able to show up for my friends and my family. And some people, I do let them know, like, I may not text you back right away, but I'm always gonna come back and text you. Right. So I do kind of lay that out for people who don't text me or understand like you do.
Yeah.
But like, I might not text you for a week and a half. But I didn't forget.
Right.
I will eventually come back. Like,
yes.
So that helps me not feel guilty for not showing up.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I just feel like this right now is really a time to really set those boundaries for yourself. I feel like whether it deals with social media, if you're on social media, like take those breaks. If you're not, I mean, you know, there's other distractions, there's other things. I feel like even in this time, don't feel guilty to take PTO days. Like take the time off from your job or whatever that may be. I feel like take lunch breaks. I feel like that is a significant thing. I mean, even with working from home, I feel like I wasn't taking lunch breaks. I was not taking those time. No. It was like, I just felt like, okay, I'm gonna just bring this plate of food right up here to the desk and we just gonna take a bite.
Yeah.
And keep going. And like, I feel like you have to take those mental breaks or else you're like, you're gonna be so tired of everything. You're gonna be so drained. Like sometimes, like, don't feel guilty to literally watch one episode of a Netflix show, like that 30 minutes, take that lunch break and recharge.
No, I really have to talk to myself. Like, I really have to be like, okay, Des, it is okay that you did not get to that one task on your to-do list.
Right.
You can sit down and rest for a second. Like,
yes.
I have to give myself those prep talks because then I'll start, we are our worst critics.
Yes.
You know, like,
yes.
so I start getting onto myself, so I have to tell myself, like, it's okay, girl.
Right.
You can sleep for 30 minutes. Yes. Like, you can take a little nap.
Right.
But we just, again, just those boundaries. Like, last week, I had a coworker who asked me about my email, my work email on my phone. She was like, can you help me with something? I said, I don't know what to tell you because I don't email. I don't have the email on my phone.
Okay.
She was like, so what do you just like leave it there? I said, yeah, I have boundaries.
Right.
Because especially being working from home, our phone is always in our hand.
Yes.
And so if I'm at home, my computer is always open, I'm going to get up when I hear it.
Right.
To go. I'm not going to just keep it on my phone because it's just so much in our face now.
Right.
And then, like, let's say the weekend comes around. I don't want to see no notifications from work.
Oh, Lord.
Because honestly, working from home, I think for a lot of us, our jobs have gotten more out of us than when we were in the office.
Yes.
So
it definitely has.
Boundaries.
Yes, please. Because I mean, like, and I know that, and even if there's somebody at your job that's like, expecting you more of you and everything from you working from home, call HR. I'm serious.
Or talk to your manager.
Yeah, talk to your manager and let it be known.
New for all of us.
Right.
So there is a way of handling it to be like, I actually supposed to get off work at 5:30. I don't think you emailing me at 5:29 for a deadline at 9 p.m. is going to work for me.
Right.
So, you know, and that has happened to me, and I've had to call my manager and let him know because this working from home thing is just taking a lot out of us, that you have to be very disciplined with yourself as far as what you do, because we don't have a get in the car, go to work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that
whole routine is a completely different routine, and you have to create these schedules and create these times for yourself.
Exactly.
So mental health is very important, and I think it's something that if you didn't have a hold of it post-COVID, this was the time to get a hold of it and really understand yourself deep in, and mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, whatever you like, you know, this was the time.
It was to try to get some healing, do what you needed to do, because that's something that we are definitely working on. Working on that. I feel like we were, like, prior to COVID, we were on the journey and path to that, but I feel like that this really has opened a doorway to really tap in that. And so I feel like, you know, just utilize this time. And then also, like, I just wanted to note, like, just a little another note. Don't feel guilty if you don't got no kids during this time too, because I know right now they're like, oh, the parents and all that different stuff. Like, but regardless, you're still a human being. There's still a lot of stuff going on. There's stuff happening in your life. Like, you know, I know a lot of people, like, you might not have even been able to see your mom, your grandma, anybody, like, for a while. You know what I'm saying? And so that losing that interaction has just been difficult to not be around people. And you know, your coworkers might have been just the friends that you really had, and not being able to be around them. I know that has been difficult. So again, boundaries and really just taking care of yourself. Like, and that's what I said, like, take your vitamins, do what you need to do, get some rest. Don't be like me.
But heal.
Yeah,
I like you brought that up. Like, this is the time to heal. And I cannot stress that enough. Healing is not a pretty process.
Right.
But if you in the house,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You could do for a couple of puffy eyes in the house.
right.
And not worry about going to work, because you are healing and purging yourself of certain feelings and emotions that you didn't even know you recognized, because we were so busy on a day-to-day basis. Like, I got on a train, I woke up early, drove my car to the garage, got on the train, walked to work, did all of that, you know what I'm saying? Had to do it all over again, and you're so busy, plus all the media other stuff that I did outside of my 9 to 5.
You don't have time to think. Like she said, you don't have time to think. You just like, oh, go. So when you have to stop like this, it's like, ooh, wait a minute.
Now it was hard.
Yeah, it's like, wait a minute.
It was hard. First 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Because you didn't know what was going on.
Right.
You didn't, like Steph said, you didn't have the interaction with your coworkers. You didn't know what was going on. You didn't know if you could see your mom or your grandma. You didn't know the status of things.
Yes.
Like, it was hard for me, and I know
for you too. Like, you probably felt a little guilty for not being able to go. Because that's like, it's like, I feel like we just be on go. Like, okay, let's go. Okay,
but that's how I feel productive. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is literally how I got through everything. Like, from high school on out, was I've always been a to-do list girl.
Yes.
I've always been somebody who wrote things down. So if I see things checking off, I'm being productive. And I am somebody who likes to have a lot of things on my plate.
Exactly.
It's a gift and a curse, but I get shit done. Sorry. I get... Also, the Rap Hippies, you know, you can find us on YouTube. We are some cussing. sorry. But I like to get things done. And so that is how I feel productive, and that keeps me on my toes. It keeps me, you know, like, oh, you got this done, you got this next thing, you got this.
Right.
And when we came back in the house, it was, oh, I can't go to this event.
Yeah.
I can't cover this concert. Oh, I don't gotta get ready for this festival.
Yes.
Oh, I don't gotta write this article for this magazine. Like, you know, it was just...
It almost felt like a portion of you left a little bit too, because you're like, wait a minute, this was a major part of me, and now I'm having to figure out now this other side. Like, and then how to be productive. What does productivity look like?
At home.
Right. What does that look like? How can I just still complete a to-do list and not feel, again, just so confined in like, what am I doing? Because I know that I have those days. So like I was just like sitting here like, man, what am I doing? Like, am I doing enough? Because like as you were saying, like it was like in my mind, I'm like, okay, going out and doing all those stuff made me feel like I was getting things done. So like sitting here in the house, and although like, yes, I'm creating content, I was still at some point still going out and taking photos and booking photo shoots, but it's not as often. I know
she was still working though.
I was still working, but not as often. And then like just trying to do all of these things, although I'm completing things, it's still just naturally, it still just wasn't feeling,
because I'm not on the go.
Right.
Because I'm not physically going from one place to the other and doing. It was very weird, this whole ordeal of working from home and what's happening in COVID. I kept saying post-COVID, girl. Like, I'm speaking it into existence.
Girl, yes, because
but pre-COVID, like, you know, so
get out of here.
But you know, this whole COVID situation has just opened up a lot of our eyes And it is a gift. It is not a gift. It is a blessing in disguise for a lot of people. A lot of us have taken the time for ourselves, creating content. You have, birthed a YouTube channel. I have birthed a whole new PR agency. This was a time that you could step away from the ongoing of your 9 to 5 or that work life, and really just hone in what you personally want to do. Like, what is your heart desire? Like what it is that you are supposed to do. And it made you sit down and think, like, what is my purpose in this world? Because obviously our 9 to 5s can give us up at any point. Now ain't nothing guaranteed. It rewires your mind, because you're like, dang, I've seen coworkers who was working where I worked 15, 20 years and got let go. And so, but it's like, bro, I don't want that to happen to me. I don't want that to happen to me. So I'm taking this time to like really figure out what it is that I can do to kind of step away from that. Granted, I'm going to take full advantage of, and thank God that I still have a job for the both of us, for our friends and families that are close to us who still do have their jobs. But that don't mean I'm still not about to work on this so I can find an ease out. Because what if this was to happen again?
I mean, and that's what I asked my company, like, literally on a call, like, okay, do y'all have a prep? Are we planning for this? And like, no answers. And I was sitting there like,
ours too. Yeah, me and Steph would be on the phone like, oh, my job just said they don't know what's going on. What you mean?
So thinking about that and thinking from the perspective of, if we're asking those type of questions, like, and that's why I think of us being business owners and owning the process of expecting future events and stuff like that, and being able to have those conversations is just baffling to us, because we are, the way we set up, we would already be like, okay, that happens. Okay, that happens.
The smartest thing to do, most common sense, ethical, and morally, like, would be to do da-da-da-da-da. And that just was not being shown through some workspaces, and it was just very concerning. Like, even I had to tell one of my best friends who was, she had lost her job, but she was interviewing for others. I said, you need to ask them, what is their plan for, what did you do for your employees during this time? What is your plan moving forward for Corona or any other type of pandemic? Like, this has opened up our eyes. Like, my grandfather didn't even know what this was. Like, I tried to ask him as far as like advice, like, Granddaddy, has this ever happened in life before? He like, no. I don't know how to. And so, now we have to just rewire ourselves, ask new questions through jobs and companies, and just see, what are you now going to do for me? Because at any given moment, my life can be in danger, with anything. And I just want to know what your process is, or how do you look at it? What did you do for your employees now? So if you're watching this and you're looking for a job, make sure that is a question that you do ask, of like, what did you do for your employees? Because that is an important one that I think some people might miss out on. Like, don't even think about it because they're trying to get the job, but it is important for you to know and understand what the company that you're about to work for did during this time.
I mean, and then even if you're trying to leave a job to go to another one or anything like that, like, really looking. I know that, like, they, in the background, you might not know that, but they've switched up packages because of this, because they're trying not to lose out on money and stuff. So I've even seen, like, where usually you would have gotten, for some companies, they'll go ahead and pay you out for any of your vacation days and stuff like that. I've seen now that some companies are switching that up, where they're only going to pay you a certain amount, or whatever. So they're switching up some of the policies in the background. So please make sure that you're being vigilant of these things, taking the time out to really research and deep dive into this information, so that way you're covered, you got all of the information that you need, and you're feeling confident and good about any of the decisions that you're making right now. Because honestly, there are still opportunities out there, but you need to make sure that you are making the right move at the right time. Because at the end of the day, these corporations, they're going to worry about themselves. They're not going to worry about you. So you have to worry about you.
Okay? They're always going to worry about themselves.
All right. Well, we see you.
And we're trying to let you know what you need to do. Okay, because we don't want to be there no more.
No.
We just don't want to be in that situation is what I meant. Because I still like my 9 to 5.
I was like, feel like we dropped a whole bunch of gems for them today. So I feel like I just feel like, you know, at this point, you know, we can end it, you know, right here, you know, whatever, and then we can run it back another day, you know.
If y'all like to, you know, drop a little, what I want you to drop a little purple heart in the comments. Drop a purple heart in the comments if you want your girl Desiitee back, okay?
Okay, yes. Like, I mean, she's gonna be back. I don't know what you're talking about.
I will be back.
Yes.
I will be back.
But
we have plans together.
But we do.
We are, you know, here forever and ever.
Exactly.
With each other. So definitely pay attention to Des and Steph.
Right.
There's some things working on the back.
Okay. Okay, y'all. All right. So, like I said, I'm gonna drop her information in the description below. Y'all need to go check her stuff out. Remember, Desiitee. You gotta go check out the Rap Hippies. They have some cute gear that they are selling right now. Y'all need to go ahead and check that out.
This makes me want to tear, but I'm a thug and I can't do that on camera.
I'm done. But anyways, again, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram as well. Go ahead and hit that bell so that you are notified every time I post a video. Love you guys. I hope you have a blessed one.